The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Won't go to Westbrook. Fires the 3, and that's rebounded by the Suns. Now Paul with the basketball. Looking to make something happen, and a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Paul. His first effort off the mark. Westbrook with it. He'll run the offense. James, well defended. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
James to Matthews. Here comes the screen. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Shot from the lane won't go. Westbrook into the front court. Down 2. 4-3. Russell Westbrook still gets it to go down with a hand in his face. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body 1 possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Paul. Curling inside. On the drive, it's Paul, but his shot stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Westbrook with the basketball. Leads 1. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Paul across the timeline. Down 3. Mikal Bridges to Paul. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Westbrook across the timeline. Leads just a point. Could not throw it down. Lakers have it. Russell Westbrook powers it through. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Booker to Mikal Bridges. Anthony Davis with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lobs it up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Has a look. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Russell Westbrook, guarded by CP3. James, down low for Aldridge. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. The inner beast of Westbrook, sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Add 2 points to the board. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Paul with it up top. They trail by 7. Driving right to the basket. Markieff Morris. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
James to Westbrook. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
It's Phoenix ball. Booker. The drive, right to the basket. Matthews with the rebound. Across the timeline comes James. The lead stands at 9. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Anthony Davis sends it away. 4th this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive.
Ferocious slam inside.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
To Mikal Bridges. Here comes the screen. Paul. No good. Defense catching a break there. Lebron into the front court. His team on top by 13. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as talk things over here in the first quarter. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Mikal Bridges. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
And a throwdown.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Into the front court. It's Booker. Down a bundle to Mikal Bridges. Not that time. James to Davis. And the Suns right there for the rebound. Mikal Bridges to Booker. Paul against the former MVP. That's no good. Westbrook into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Suns control the possession to Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker against Westbrook. Gets it in the right corner. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To James. Yes, Wesley Matthews. Missed his first. That one goes.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
James, and he hits. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high, but still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Booker to Paul. Fires the three. Off the iron. No good. Westbrook with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Westbrook sets him up. Lets it fly from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Paul into the front court. His guys down big. Beyond the arc for three. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Now the Suns coach gonna signal for a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Markieff Morris rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence.
Look out, Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Chance for Paul. Count the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
I got him.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Shot won't go. Westbrook. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He missed it. Paul. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Anthony Davis pins it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Goes to the left side. Booker to Paul. From long range, James clears the rebound. Russell Westbrook against Chris Paul. Anthony Davis, 3 for 4. Good start.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Lakers have it. Matthews matched up with Booker. Westbrook buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Paul into the front court. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. Great dish to set it up. Short jumper won't go down.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you up late at night. A point-blank miss right there. You got to make those.
Lakers ball. James to Davis. Anthony Davis looking good. 4 for 5.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line.
Got him. Easy work.
Westbrook into the front court. He'll run the offense. Davis goes to the right side. To Westbrook.
Make it hard on him. Nothing easy.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. James. That won't go.